Good day, I am William Theo and this is PTV News Now. After close to 7 years, former Senator/Justice Department Chief and staunch human rights advocate Leila de Lima has been granted by a court of law hearing the last of her 3 cases to post bail or pay for provisional or interim liberty, while the decision on her last case is pending. Former Senator de Lima has been insisting all along she was framed by Justice Department officials and ratted out by big-time drug lords in jail at the time on cooked-up dope charges, especially in supplying illegal drugs inside the National Penitentiary. But after the former president, who she blames, as many see as the brains behind her detention, for payback on the investigation she led into illegal drugs-related killings while he was still mayor of Davao City, finished his term in office, a number of former prison officials and prison gang bosses either recanted or mysteriously died behind bars. Hence, her 2 cases have been dismissed, with this third and last one soon to be decided upon with finality, while she now can wait for the ruling out of prison. Meanwhile, the United Nations flag is flying half-mast at United Nations compounds across Asia, including Bangkok, Tokyo, and Beijing. The UN Bangkok office, which hosts 21 UN agencies, observed a minute of silence to commemorate its staff who have been killed and wounded in strikes in Gaza. The UN Agency for Supporting Palestinians, the United Nations Relief and Works Agency, or UNRWA, said over 100 of its employees had died since the start of the war. Israel has been bombing targets across the Gaza Strip since Hamas fighters carried out an unprecedented deadly attack on southern Israeli communities on October 7th. And evacuations are underway in Iceland as civil defense authorities prepare for a possible volcanic eruption. The decision follows increased seismic activity indicating the flow of partially melted rock underneath a fishing community. VOA's Arash Arabasadi has more.
Iceland declared a state of emergency as fears grow for a major volcanic eruption in Grindavik. Authorities evacuated people from this fishing town of about 4,000 residents after increased seismic activity began heading south. An indication that a corridor of magma or semi-molten rock now extends beneath the town. In recent days, scientists recorded thousands of earthquakes in Iceland, with some that tore apart roads and a golf course in Grindavik, an ominous sign of a possible volcanic eruption soon.
It cannot be ruled out that the magma tunnel that is forming could reach Grindavik. Police chief has decided, in consultation with the National Guard, to evacuate, and the National Guard simultaneously declared a state of emergency. The latest data show considerable displacement and a large magma tunnel forming that may open. This decision is made with the safety of the residents in mind.
The damage on and underground has Icelandic authorities on edge, with memories of 2010. Back then, a massive volcanic eruption hurled chunks of rock while spewing smoke and ash. And while that eruption pumped smoke into the skies, it emptied them of air travel, grounding planes on a scale not seen since the September 11, 2001 attacks on the United States. That ash cloud rose as high as 11,000 meters, and the air travel disruptions between Europe and North America cost an estimated $3 billion through more than 100,000 canceled flights. Concerns of a possible eruption increased after a recent 4.8 magnitude earthquake hit the area, causing a temporary closure of the iconic Blue Lagoon geothermal resort. And as evacuees now seek shelter in aid centers, experts warn the 10 kilometers long underground magma corridor is spreading. Arash Arabasadi, VOA News.
Meanwhile, a low-pressure area outside the Philippine Area of Responsibility, or PAR, has developed into a tropical depression, according to Pag-asa. The weather disturbance is likely to enter the PAR. It has maximum sustained winds of 45 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 55 kilometers per hour. Since it is still outside the PAR, it has no effect on the country. This is William Theo urging you all to stay informed, be aware, get ahead, be of use, get the news right here.